AVO compliant processing, which feeds into elastic inversion, is a proven technology. It's been used in the oil and gas industry for 20, 25 years, and it's proven to be very successful if it's applied correctly and calibrated accurately and so on. So it provides a very reliable way to understand subsurface in oil and gas rock properties, but similarly you convert that over to soil properties and ultimately geotechnical properties. So it's a proven technology, and the real attraction of it in offshore wind is that it means you can save money because it's generally quite expensive to acquire CPD data, or it's certainly it would be expensive to acquire site-wide geotechnical measurements. With inversion of seismic data, you of course have pretty much survey-wide coverage of your seismic data. The Nadovik site that you mentioned was 2D UHRS, but it was acquired on a very dense grid. So it started to get close towards kind of 3D acquisition. And of course, if you have 3D, you have truly almost site-wide coverage. So from that, you can come up with site-wide models of CPT measurements at a fraction of the cost of acquiring that information with true physical downhole measurements. In terms of why there's this DNV initiative going on, or why there's a big focus, or there's lots of interest in elastic inversion for floating offshore wind, as far as I understand, it's all to do with the fact that you will need probably a minimum of 4 CPT measurements for every turbine foundation. So that adds up on a large wind farm site to many, many CPT measurements, which becomes financially unviable and it wouldn't work. So there has to be an alternative, and inversion using seismic data, which is far cheaper to acquire, and then inversion of that data presents a more cost-efficient way of obtaining that information.
Yeah, so you're essentially quadrupling the cost of at least quadrupling the cost of a geotechnical campaign if you want to survey an actual physical measurement at every anchor point location.
Yeah, I mean, doing that in the real world, I think quadrupling those costs is unfeasible. The economics of the wind farms doesn't support that, so there has to be an alternative.